What is happening, folks? This is Eli with ehtutorials, and today I actually wanted to talk about the top 10 places to visit while in Boston. There's a lot of touristy stuff, but I also wanted to take you in to places that you may not have known. So let's get started. The first one on the list is the Boston Common. There's a lot of stuff to do in this park, and pretty much if you're looking for a place to have a picnic, you're welcome to have one there. There's different attractions that you can do there. There's also, sometimes there's events too as well, so if you're looking for music and different things to do, you can also do that. There's a lot of street vendors, sometimes there's food trucks in the area, so you can get your lunch there if you want to. So, a lot of things to do in this area. Number 2 is the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. Now, this museum has a lot of stuff. It's a little bit smaller than the MFA, but there's just a lot of stuff there. A lot of the older paintings. You can see her collection of different things that she purchased through the years. And it's just a really nice little intimate place where you can just sit down or just walk around and enjoy the museum. Number 3 is Beacon Hill. Pretty much you have the State House, and it's actually really close to the Boston Common, which is number 1. So if you're in the Boston Common, you actually could walk and check out the State House. But there's just so much into Beacon Hill. It's a little bit of a rich place, so there's a lot of history on there too. I don't want to give you a history lesson on Beacon Hill, but there's a lot of stuff going on in this area. A lot of expensive houses, a lot of families that owned houses from the past and they still own it today. So a very exciting place, and I believe there's also walking tours you can do around Beacon Hill, so it's worthwhile checking it out. Number 4 is Faneuil Hall. There's a lot of stuff to do in this area, especially if you're looking for good dining options. If you want to go the cheaper route, you can actually eat at Quincy Market. There's so many different stores there and little small businesses that are selling food there. You can get pizza, you can get ice cream, you can get a burger. I mean, there's just so many options when it comes to dining. But if you want to have expensive dining, there's a couple of restaurants around there too that are a little more expensive but have better stuff. So it's definitely worthwhile checking. And there's also tours you can take. I believe the Freedom Trail tour starts in there. So a lot of stuff to do, so I certainly recommend you to check it out. Number 5 is Copley Square. There's a lot of stuff to do around this area, but if you're looking for a nice place to sit down and hang out, or even just a nice place to have a sandwich and sit down in the city, this is a nice place. You have the library, which is right in front of it. It's the Boston Public Library. That's the main one here. And then you have tons of restaurants around the area, but if you're looking for shopping and you want to buy some nice clothes or some designer stuff, there's also Newberry Street, which has a lot of stores. So you can walk around that street, and there's something for everybody here. Anything you're looking for, you're probably going to be able to find it right there. But there's also, if you're looking for a mall, you have the Provincial Mall if you walk a little further down. So you pretty much have a lot of stuff to do in this little cramped up area, and it's in the Back Bay. So you're going to really see the heart of Boston, where everything is at. All the businesses and some local stores and whatnot are here. So you want to check this place out. Number 6 is the Museum of Science. This is a great place to bring your children if you have children, or if you're going on a date. You can also go by yourself and just explore the different exhibitions that they have and enjoy a lot of science stuff that normally you wouldn't see at a different museum. For the history buffs, we have the USS Constitution Museum. It is right on the Charlestown Navy Yard, and there's a lot of stuff to do there. Get your history on there, and really fun place to go, especially if you're going out on a date. Number 8 is the North End. There's just so much stuff to pick up there, especially if you're a foodie. You can get gelato around there. There's a lot of Italian baked goods you can get, but if you also want to have a nice intimate dinner, that is a nice place to go. A lot of friendly people. It's kind of touristy in a way, so if you don't like to be around the touristy areas, then you probably want to avoid this area, but it is a very nice place if you're looking for a nice dinner. It's relatively not that expensive if you look around. Delicious Italian food, and pretty much everything Italian. It's really the Italian section of Boston. You have the subway train station that's there. It's the Haymarket, and you can actually, if you know how to take the T, you can get there, and you don't even need an Uber or anything because it's very walkable. It's a very small area that you can walk around in. Number 9 is the Museum of Fine Arts. There's so many different exhibits going on in there, and if you like art, you want to go there. There's a lot of Impressionist paintings. They have a huge collection there. But there's also the Coke Gallery, which has a lot of European paintings. They have the New American Wing as well. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a huge museum, and you're gonna find pretty much anything for everybody. If you have children, they also have art classes, and they have a good cafeteria as well. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but you know, it's good dining. They also have good dining there. There's also you know, the special shows that they have there. The recent show they had, I believe, was a Nubian show, and you had art from Africa, and it was just really nice. So you want to check it out. Number 10 is Fenway Park. If you want to catch a game or you're into baseball, this is a great place to go because you're going to have a lot of fun. Usually the fans are a little bit crazy because they are kind of on the competitive side, especially if it's a Red Sox game with the Yankees. But other than that, you know, the rivalry and all that stuff, if you put that stuff aside and you go there and enjoy your game, you're going to have a nice day. If you like to eat hot dogs, they have hot dogs. Everything that any park has, pretty much Fenway Park has it. But one of the nicest things about it is that it's actually T accessible. So you can take the subway there, you don't have to look for parking. So that's always an extra thing to have. And it's a great place to just, you know, just take it in and enjoy the game. Signing off, this is Eli with ehtutorials. Make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, folks.